हेलो गाइज नमस्ते म तपाईँहरूको आफ्नै साथी मिलन भुसाल म आजको दिन पनि फेरि आइसकेको छु हाम्रो च्यानल लाइफ एन्ड म्यासेजेसमा तपाईँहरूले प्रिभियसली जति पनि हेर्नुभएको थियो हाम्रो एपिसोडहरू हाम्रो सिरिजहरू आजको दिन पनि फेरि तपाईँहरूले यसरी नै हामीले नयाँ चाहिँ आज केही दिन गइरहेका छौँ र आजसँग हामीसँग एउटा चाहिँ इन्टरनेसनल साथी पनि हुनुहुन्छ उहाँको नाम चाहिँ एस्ली डेडम्यान होइन अब तपाईँहरूलाई चाहिँ ढिलो नगरिकन उहाँको चाहिँ लाइफको बारेमा म्यासेज मोटिभेसन्सहरू हामीले चाहिँ सुन्न गइरहेको छौँ हाम्रो स्टुडियोमा वेलकम टु माई सो लाइफ एन्ड म्यासेज
Namaste.
That was good. That was good. Actually, as Ashley and co-worker, we work in Ulis together, but he's senior to me. He's a manager. And yeah, Ashley. So in this program, actually we are supporting an international student, whatever who are coming from Nepal, India, or wherever they are. So we try to give them a kind of message or motivation how the life is in Australia and what we have to do and what are the prerequisites we have to follow to here. So and Ashley, telling about your background. So what are you and what most describes you as a person?
I'd like to think I'm very happy-go-lucky, easygoing. Whatever comes. Life's what you make of it, and it's positive thinking. So
true.
If you think, it's too hard, I can't do this, you'll never do it.
True.
But if you think, I can do this, you put your mind to it and you put your effort to it, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve.
Yep.
Now, it may be hard at times and you might think, it's not worth it, let's give up. But you know what? When you get there, the reward's bigger.
True.
And you'll get more satisfaction from actually achieving it.
Yeah, even exactly true. You never know what's the other in the tunnel, right? So, Ashley, if I'm trying to explain you, so what motivates you the most in your life?
Motivates me?
Is it?
That's a tough question. I don't really have anything that really motivates me. I think
that what's
I come from a poor sort of background. Domestic violence.
Okay.
That sort of thing. I was in foster care for a little bit, so I got moved around to different houses. So, in a way, I look back at those experiences, and it's made me who I am today, and it's made me tougher and wiser.
Yeah.
I've seen the good side of life, and I've seen the bad side of life.
Yeah, true.
And I know where I want to be. I don't want to be on that bad side of life. There's too much drama, too much stress, too much...
Yeah.
and you're always looking over your shoulder and, don't go down that path, stay away from that path.
True.
Stay strong, stay to your goals.
Okay.
It took a long time for me, but I've got to get through this, I'm going to get through this. When will I get through this? When will I get through this?
Yeah.
And that wasn't over a 1 year period, it was over a 6, 7, 8 year period that I just thought, what am I doing here? I've just got to keep plugging away. And, eventually everything just turns and once it does, you just think, wow, and you just... And it's better the situation.
Whenever I see you personally also, you'll be interacting with people, so many people, and you are so at ease, you don't care about this race, their background or something like that. You will go ease with everyone, every sort of people, and you are always nice to everyone, and like you said, you have been to foster home and it was a very difficult life for you as well, and you have managed so far and you are so lucky to get out of there as well, and now you are in a very better situation and a better place, right?
Correct. And
so is there anything you remember so far, what are the things you can do from your side to contribute to the humanity right now that is existing or something like that?
At the moment I donate every month to Plan. So
that's nice.
There's an organisation that helps women over in Africa predominantly.
Okay.
But it does help, but it's more underprivileged women who don't get the schooling, don't get the education, are forced into marriage at 14 or 15, those sorts of things. So it's supporting education systems around women that women don't have to get married at 14 or 15.
Okay, kind of like child abuse?
Yeah, and all that sort of stuff. And predominantly women, over in some of the African countries and stuff like that.
Okay. So even I didn't know about these kind of things as well. It's really good. I really respect that. And actually, you have seen lots of international students in Australia as well, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about these things, okay? So, you have what you call work with Indians, you have work with Nepalese, you have like lots of friends from Vietnamese, like you said, from Philippines and everywhere. So, what do you think? Like most of the people like coming here in Australia, and they have been doing like this kind of hard works and everything. And what are the things that we have been like inspiring you? You know, in other sense, like maybe like kind of like what you call getting with you, like
Well, you guys come with a different mindset.
Yeah.
Different ways of thinking, different ways of doing things. You know, there's more than one way to do sometimes.
Yeah, true.
And
true.
you know, you might have been taught to do things this way.
Yeah.
But then I speak to Milan here,
Uh-huh.
and he goes, "Have you considered about trying to do it
Yeah.
this way?" And then, you know, Rajesh will say, "Have you
Yeah.
considered about doing it this way?" But that's
true.
because it may be their culture, it
Yeah,
may be
yeah.
because
True.
the gender, it may be
Yeah.
because they're
Everything, yeah.
There's so many factors, yeah.
Mhm.
Like, if you wanted to say what makes you who you are,
Uh-huh.
there's 10 or 15 things that go into that, and then also your individuality on top of that. So,
Yeah, true.
you know, your age.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
someone,
everything.
someone who's 30 will think differently to someone who's 15, or think someone who thinks differently to someone who's 60.
Yeah.
So, your gender. So
Yeah.
if you're male, you're female, you're either, both, whatever you want to be. You know, binary, whatever. You know, so that creates who you are too. You know, your
Yeah.
your sexuality, your,
everything.
you know, your culture,
I
your,
totally agree.
your
Yeah.
culture, your religion,
Yeah.
all these things play out
Yeah.
to be who you are. So, and I like to pride myself on being unique and different. You know,
And that's what I think. Like, sorry.
be
to
who you
interrupt
are. Be who you are.
Yeah, true.
And be true to yourself. If you're not true to yourself,
Yeah.
you can't live your best life.
True. You can't live your best life if you can't treat yourself good. And actually, like last time, I was really impressed with you when I was traveling with you to this. We have gone to this camping and everything. And that time you said like, Milan, I am really more than happy to serve international student whoever are here. I would like to travel with them. I would like to give some kind of like family moment with them. And that is the thing only we are missing here as well, you know, Ashley. And I'm really happy to get a person like you. But is there like any sort of thing you have came in the past and you like to, okay, I have to help them, you know, because they are really far away from the home? Or is it like kind of your personality?
Well, I think again, as being in foster care and growing up in that environment,
Okay.
there's a lot of people that have, have certain struggles in life and needs.
Oh, yeah, true.
And I've come from a place where I know the struggles. I've been seen the struggles.
Yeah, true.
I'm now in a position where I don't have those struggles. Where now, and I got help. So
Yeah.
I had a lot of people come when I was younger, assist me. You know, they took me in being, you know, as a foster care.
Yeah.
Took me into their house and fed me, and you know, showed me a different life, showed me different ways of
yeah.
doing things, and so now that you know I'm a bit wiser and a bit older and stuff like that, why not return that favour? You know,
True.
I know the impact that just someone reaching out to me to help me when I was in a bad space.
Yeah.
That, you know, it's changed my life. So if I can have that impact on someone else's life,
So many negativities.
you know,
as well, yeah.
you turn on the TV and look at the news. It's all about, you know, all the bad stuff happening.
Yeah.
Where's all the good stuff that's happening? And
And-
there's plenty of good stuff that is happening.
Even
know,
you think like these social medias, like networks as well, Facebook, YouTube, and everything. You know, there are so many violence and crimes going on there, and it's like vertical broadcasting every day as well. And Ashley, like,
So we need to, you know,
Mhm.
change that narrative. Let's change that narrative. Why? Let's
Yeah.
put some positive out there. Let's change people's mindsets. Let's
True.
focus on the good things people can do, because
Exactly.
the world would be a lot better place if everyone done that.
This is really nice. Even I feel motivated, you know, now. It's like, okay, this is my show, and I was like, okay, to all the international students, those whoever will be watching us, and I want to give something kind of like inspiration to them, you know. You are not
but
alone.
You only get out whatever you put in. So if you don't put in the effort, you don't put in the hard work, you won't get the reward. You won't get the outcome that you want. As simple as that. And it might take a while. It might take 5-10 years, but where are you going to be in 5 or 10 years' time?
True.
If you don't, you want to be in the same position you are in now.
Yeah.
You know, you got to think long term. You can't think, I want this straight away. I want this straight away. And unfortunately, society's becoming that. Everything's now at a click of a button. Everything's, I want it now. I want it now. Everything's, and information's coming now that everyone wants everything to happen now. It doesn't happen like that.
Yeah.
You know, you're on a life journey. You're going to be on the earth, hopefully, 60, 70, 80 years.
That's it.
So what's 5 years out of 60, 70, 80 years to have a better life for the other 50, 60 years of it? You know, so it's only it may seem like a long time, but it's.
According to your qualifications, education background, so how far you have studied so far?
Well, study for me was a bit difficult because going into foster care.
Okay.
Here we live in Victoria, in the south of Australia.
Okay.
I moved into foster care in Queensland, which is in the northern part of Australia.
Okay.
But at the time, they were under two different education systems. So the education systems were run by state departments, not the country, not the overall country. So I didn't actually get to finish high school. Eventually, I moved back to Melbourne.
Yeah.
I love Melbourne. Melbourne's just
Melbourne
great city. It's a great city. There's so much. Good culture. Good culture here. Very multicultural city, so you don't have to go far to immerse yourself in any sort of culture you want.
Exactly.
You know, if you want to immerse yourself in Indian culture, Nepalese culture, Bangladeshi culture, European culture, American culture, whatever, you can always find something that you can immerse yourself in. So, and that's where I like to go down and have a look and see what things are about and try things and never not try something. Don't say you don't like something if you've never tried it. I recently skydived.
Yeah, that's
I
what
jumped out of a
I was
plane.
going to tell you.
So,
my God.
I abseiled down the side of a building.
Can you share a little bit of experience about the skydiving? Okay, you said you are scared of heights and you have done the skydiving.
Yep.
And
But
how do you feel like for the first time?
It was a build up. So that's the start. I'd climb a structure.
Yeah, true.
So a structure that so you could look out into a view of the city or whatever, or the area you're in. So I'd climb a structure, and I couldn't walk out to the edge. Eventually, I slowly got myself to walk out to the edge.
Yeah.
Just just slowly build it up, slowly build it up.
So you're
and I'm used to that. Now I'll go to my next step. Yeah. I didn't just go, I'm scared of heights, but I'm going to go skydiving. But you build up to it and you get there.
I think
and it's anything in life, as I said,
Ashley,
you'll get there. You just got to take those steps and you work your way through it.
Yeah.
And, the other one is fear of spiders. To me, that's bizarre because do you know how many people in Australia have died of a spider bite in the last 45 years?
And how much is that?
One person has died from a spider bite in Australia in the last 45 years. You've got more chance of falling off that chair, hitting your head and dying than dying from a spider bite.
And
So why is this irrational fear of spiders?
True.
Yeah, right. So it's
just an insect, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Just an insect. So you break things down for yourself. Simplify things.
Yeah.
We tend to overcomplicate things all the time. So keep things simple. And
real as well.
Yeah, and real. Exactly right. Small goals.
Yeah.
Set yourself small targets, small goals.
Yeah.
You might have a big goal up here.
Yeah, true.
But people always go, "Oh, this is my goal. I'm never going to get there. I'm never going to get there." But if you set yourself 15 steps on the ladder, and you climb one step,
that's all.
and then you climb one step, and then you climb the next step,
exactly.
Yeah, and you get reward for that effort already. You're starting to get rewarded, and you're starting to see some tangible evidence.
And that's the word, one by another, that will make a greater impact at the end.
Yeah, correct.
Suppose you reach the greater goal at a greater height where you want to be, and when you consider these smaller steps, and when you look back when you are at that height, and it worth, right?
Correct.
It really worth you, right? And that are the factors that keep you motivating and keep you going on in your life as well, right? And I don't think there are so many successful people, they have reached their overnight goal just like that.
No way.
That's what.
No.
too many struggles there. Too
and
many like.
Even the most successful people have failed.
Yeah.
They've started to try something that failed. They tried something else that failed.
Yeah.
Some of them have tried 5 or 6 times before before they hit the big thing. But they've learnt from those failures.
Yeah.
They learn. They, all right, what did I do wrong here? They self-reflect.
Yep.
All right, where do I go from here? And always self-reflect. Constantly analysing I self-reflect all the time. So.
Yeah. So failure is a kind of success itself. So without failure, you can't get to that height, or you can't reach your goal or potential. You never know your potential as well, right?
Correct.
Without knowing yourself. So actually, and in this Australian market in a current trade, so I'm like a little bit changing the topic as well. So many of the international students, they might be seeing you right now through our YouTube channel, and they might be wondering like, how is the life of the Australia, and what are the things that I will be doing there, and can you tell them like in short like how you can search for the job that you are not skilled in, because in lots of international students, they have a good qualification but not lack of the skills or something like that.
Well, so, that's a very tough question, because government policy changes.
Yeah.
So at the moment we might have a skills shortage in whatever it is. So the government will say, we've got a skills shortage in this area.
Yeah.
We're going to start getting more people in that have that skills.
Exactly.
Yeah. So and it can change. So it might be bakers. We're short on baking. People who can bake. So then they go baking in. So then we suddenly get enough bakers in. All right, what are we short on now? All right, we're short on builders.
Okay.
So they might get people who can build houses or whatever. So it depends what the supply of the market is, and that's always evolving and always changing. True. To say one specific thing is very difficult, because it's a government set by government policies, and they can change constantly.
But you know what?
It's always evolving.
Lots of the international people, when they come to Australia, they either start with what you call hospitality.
Yep.
Or if they want a little bit go beyond that, either they will choose retail and this kind of sports, And suppose, do you think like to choose a real career path, to choose whatever you want it to be or something like that, do you think you need the educations at the first place, or the experience is most required for that one? How do you relate the education with the experience in this?
Well, most jobs now want the piece of paper.
Yeah.
Most jobs now, if you don't have the piece of paper to say that you've got that qualification or that knowledge, it doesn't matter what experience you got, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But, like, experience, I think, counts for more, but a lot of now don't see that. So it's and some skill sets already.
That's really nice.
You could be able to pick up something along those lines anyway.
And so far, okay, like you have seen a lot of up and down in your life itself, and you are really doing good. And how do you like to see yourself like in next 5 or 10 years? Have you given yourself as a kind of like target or a goal?
I just want to be a bit more settled financially.
Okay.
Stuff like that. I want to try and take the next step in my personal career.
Okay.
So, I would like to become assistant store manager or a store manager really or someone like that. So,
and I wish you all the best for that one as well. And you will be, Ashley. I really believe you.
So, we've put some, and I've gone to some careers nights when we've had them at work and stuff like that, and put my hand up and said, I want this, and it hasn't happened overnight, and I'm starting to get noticed, I'm starting to move up the ranks. So, and it takes time, and it might not work for one person, but then the manager above you changes.
Okay. You can't always rely on those kind of things as well. You have to go to do what you are good at, right?
Yeah.
As well. You can't always, and you can't make everyone happy at the same time as well.
Of course not.
Right? So, and okay, Ashley, we're like almost in the end of our program as well. So, is there like anything like you want to say from your personal experience, from your background or whatever it is, to all the international students that are watching us right now? Like about kind of like maybe motivations or something like that from your side, from your point of view?
Just stick it out. When you come to Australia, they make it hard for you to come here at first.
Yeah.
Very hard. Because and It's done because there's only a limited amount of places.
Yeah.
Okay? So they don't want, if you're not going to put in the effort, you're not going to work hard, they're not going to want you here. It's what's that. So you come here, you work hard, you put in the effort, and you will get rewarded for it. It may feel like a struggle, at the start, and they do put some limits on you, on how much hours you can work and all that sort of stuff. But that's because they want you to focus on your study. They want you to get that qualification. So, if you're coming over from another country here and the money's better here, and you suddenly, I'm earning all this money, that can suddenly change your focus, and you can suddenly go, I'm not worrying about my qualification anymore.
Yeah.
I'm earning all this money. I just want to get earning the money. Short term, great. Long term, not
It's
great.
a trap, right? That's what I'm
Long term, not great, because you're not going to get that qualification, and you're going to be stuck there doing what you're doing now, and you're not going to get that growth. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that extra high paying job. You're not going to, So they do it that way so you can succeed. So you can then get your qualification. You can then excel. So they make it hard for you at start, but it's for your own benefit, for your own health, for your own safety, and to make sure you get that qualification.
Exactly. And this is all the things, like whatever Ashley had told, it's totally and 100% true. Like most of the time, even I saw lots of international students wandering here and there, trying different jobs, and that's only for the short-term goal. They get a money in that field, they will be like, okay, I have to do this job or something like that. But in a long term, it's really not beneficial for you. Even you have to think for that one, what you really wanted to be, what you are really good at, and what you are really passionate about. Things about passion also, right?
There's plenty of opportunities here.
True.
If you want it. Overnight. You're going to work hard for it.
It takes time.
Takes time. Takes 5, 6, 7, 8 years. But it's worth it.
In the end of the day,
you will see the benefits. And I've seen people who do put in that reward and effort, what they've come out with at the other end. And, they wouldn't have it any other way now. And they're so grateful that they've done it.
And Ashley, thank you so much for coming in our studio and giving us your valuable time. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Pleasure.